pretty bad. The JB Pritzker, he's um he's not working in anywhere in Illinois, bro. Like, I'm in the suburbs, but I recently got back from the airport, and like there's so much, like, we like on the south side, well, it's starting to come closer into the city where all the businesses are, and pretty soon we're not going to have any more good areas left, because like even my um so we have like a super Walmart and a super Target near us. A lot of our businesses, I don't think, have gone bankrupt. We have pretty nice businesses, small businesses. So I don't think that I don't know, that may be true for some areas, but not St. Charles, or where I live in St. Charles. Creep in at like, you in my area, if you were a feminist, there's like, my area is like, I'm like I said, it's kind of like, I'm not rich, I'm not racist or feminist, but or like anti or a misogynist, but there's almost no black people. There's no feminists, just a bunch of snobs, to be honest with you. On Target, her mom will bring out a better gun. You can buy a gun on Amazon in America. Gun shops are everywhere. You go to the local trash can, you can find empty exploded ammo cartridges or ammo boxes. You go to Dick's Sporting Goods, you can buy yourself a double barrel shotgun and camo and hunting gear. It's also look pretty older for my age. I could go right now and purchase a gun. If I want, I can walk down to the local Walmart and purchase a firearm. If I wanted to. I have enough money. They're like,
It was R11. I live in the Middle East in UAE, and yeah, I was curious about the event. Mm, yeah, I get to learn more about mm, Scandinavian culture. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Mm.
And I'm very interested in Scandinavia because my grandparents were from there. My grandfather was from, people were from Gothenburg, Sweden, as I said, and then my grandmother was from Oslo, Norway. And I'm fascinated with the culture, and I loved what I saw so far about some of the myths and so forth. So I'm very happy to be here.
My name is Tone and I'm from Grimstad, south in Norway, but I live in Oslo. And I thought, yeah, I saw the flags and I was wondering what this event was. And soon 36.
Guys are taking in so many immigrants if it's going to collapse your economy and destroy your culture.
And I feel like the culture's pretty nice, and that's why I came to this event today.
I quite like it, so yeah, it's whatever you get used to. Yeah, it's not another thing that like academic could talk about too is like compared to I don't know, Vikings. It's not a particularly religious place. Like, although there are religious people, like Sweden is fundamentally quite non-religious, as you're probably aware of. And yeah, so yeah, it's there's kind of a different evolution here. Like, one thing is that I live in a very modern-looking flat in Stockholm. That when people come in, like friends visiting from the US, look at it and I say, do you know what year this was built, this building? And they're like, no. And I'm like, 1939. And they go like, and I mean, for Stockholm, that's kind of new. That's not really that old, And they just like look around like 1939. Are you kidding me? It's like super modern. And it's like, yeah, because Sweden went through a thing called went through a period called modernism, as well as did the rest of Europe. So, and America really didn't do that. It's just a different thing, So like our kitchens look different from yours, everything. You know, we don't do like the wood look in the kitchen and all this stuff because of the way things evolved. And yeah, so
Yeah.
the similarities are very similar, but the differences can be very different as well. So it's sort of yeah, it's all
That's
what
pretty
you're used
great.
to, I suppose. Yeah, so I don't know. Is there anything anybody would like to ask me about that? And then I'll give the floor back to you, Acme. That's about all I
don't
wanted to
think
say.
any.
And easy to navigate. Trains are affordable and extensive, and buses offer more thorough coverage than trains. Lush green forests dotted with Viking relics, glittering lakes and waterfronts, wild hikes and windswept islands. Sweden's natural beauty is unparalleled, and with its unsurpassed design culture, it knows a thing or two about style too.
Same thing. We are often called racists, especially when it comes to these types of people, like Muslims who come into America. A lot of them call racism against the white people, and now I would even go as far as to say as a lot of us whiter people are now in the minority because we are often looked at as like villains or like racist, and because of slavery they keep bringing that up, and then they like if you have an ethnicity from like Hispanic origin or Muslim like origin, those people are more now most likely taking the good jobs, and now
Middle Easterners and so on and so forth. So there's large pockets of communities because people like to kind of live around what's familiar with them, and I see that as the benefit where people can kind of choose where they want to live and the people they want to interact with, and as far as the media goes and selling the idea of racism and stuff. Sure, that makes great headlines, but in all the living rooms in my neighborhood, people talk. My neighbors are all different backgrounds than me, and we talk over the fence. We're always cordial. We're always friendly. If I see the street stripper coming along and his car is parked in the street, I may go and knock on his door and remind him. People here are generally, on a day-to-day basis, person to person, very, very friendly, very understanding, very helpful. So I don't know what all the media is telling you guys.
I thought it was interesting that there actually was something for Norwegians and Danish people and Swedish people. So that's my interest in it.